Hey everybody, Samwise here, and we're finishing up Pine as Herb of the Month with a Pine steam. And steams are a really important practice this time of the year, not only because if you're living in a place that's kind of cold, the heater's running all the time will like dry out your nose and sinuses and mucosa, and that just kind of sucks, but also because it's a really helpful tool for recovering from big viruses like COVID or respiratory illness. So today we're going to talk about a steam, how to do one with pine and mullein. And we're also going to do a foot bath because Minkin, the star of today's show, loves a cozy foot bath. So we're going to do a steam and a foot bath at the same time. Luxurious. So let me show you our setup. Thank you. So there's our beautiful pine. We're going to pour some boiling water over that. Here's Seed. Thanks for being cute. All right, so the first step I'm gonna do is set them up with this foot bath, which is here. This is like pretty warm. They like it warm but not too hot. So I'm gonna add a little bit more hot water. And we ran out of Epsom salts. So I'm gonna make our own really quick by putting a little baking soda in. And then will you open that salt bag? And some salt. So like some, maybe a little more. Bloop. Nice, you can go for it with that. Looks great. Beautiful. So if you wanted to, you could put some essences or a couple of drops of essential oil, but we're just gonna keep it simple today. So, will you hold this while I put the put it under the table? All right. There you go. Cozy. Nice. How's that feel?
Great.
Too cold? Too hot?
Oh, it feels perfect.
Okay, great. So next up is we're gonna get the steam going. So we have a fair amount of pine here, and this is pine that's been sitting on our altar for a minute. So in an ideal world, it'd be a little bit fresher, but this will work for today. This is white pine that we collected on a little, that was wind fallen, and we collected on a little hike. So let's add a little mullein. This is mullein harvested from a friend's yard back in Oakland, and yeah, that's a good amount. Mulleine's a great respiratory herb that actually helps the villi of the lungs, the little hairs that help move up the mucus and stuck things, help them regrow. So to get seeds set up, we have our metal bowl. You can use metal or ceramic. Tend not to use wood because it might crack. The metal bowl is on something, so it's like on a piece of fabric so it doesn't mark the table. We have a little handkerchief, so if someone needs to blow their nose, they have a tool to do that, and a nice towel that they're going to drape over themselves to kind of keep in the steam while they're clearing out their lungs. So we're going to add this freshly boiled water. It's going to be pretty hot when we put it out. And I'm going to do a fair amount of water. So we want it to steam up good. Nice. So then he's going to let that cool down for a second. And then they're going to take this towel and cover themselves entirely with the towel so that there's no gaps in the steam. If you are someone who feels kind of prone to claustrophobia, you can also leave a little gap. It's going to let some air out, but if you're like really not okay with it being totally enclosed in, it's, you know, got to work with what you got. So goodbye, Seed, thank you. So yeah, so they're going to hang out here as long as they can and breathe deeply. So sometimes people really like, can I touch your back while you're in the steam? Like if you're here helping someone, if they're sick and really wanting to kind of like bring up some lung stuff that might be stuck that happens with COVID-y type things or other kind of respiratory viruses, like a gentle neck rub can be really nice. Their neck is here. Or some rubbing or some like gentle tapping, but really we're just kind of going for nice. So just some gentle neck rubs can be really nice, especially if you have like headaches or neck tension as a part of any like symptom picture. This can help really nice because the steam is all in there, and that heat is really helpful for releasing that. So they're gonna hang out. Whenever they feel like they've had enough, they'll come up and give a big blow on the handkerchief, and that'll be that. So that's how to do a steam. You see they're all tucked in, no big spots open, and that'll be really helpful for helping their lungs feel supple and open and cleared of gunk if they need that. And if you're working with big viruses like COVID, sometimes even doing this like 3-4 times a day is a really useful way to feel clear and help the lungs support themselves and heal. So that's a lung steam with pine. How does it feel? How's it smell?
It feels great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Seed. All right, until next time.